So on the GMAT, and again, this is for people who want to take the graduate admissions test. Um, some people may be a little bit reticent to take it now, but if you are in the future, if you take it now, usually your scores are pretty good for a couple of years. I mean, like two or so. And so you could take it now and then make your decision later. Also, there are some online options where they're doing MBAs online, and you can be from most countries, not all of them, but yeah, you'd have to look into that. Coins are to be put into 7 pockets so that each pocket contains at least one coin. So when you read these, you need to get your conditions. And your first condition is that each pocket has to have one coin. This math may seem easy, and it is if you get your conditions straight. And a lot of people who have really, really high IQs can do well with these without, but if you're kind of average, no problem. Just go over it. One coin in each. And remember, 7 pockets. That's another condition. Okay, because if you try to draw 6, you're going to be off. If you think 7 pockets means 7 coins in each pocket, you're going to go off. That's your brain going too far. You don't want to do that. And that's what some people do when they first take these. Okay, at the most, there are 3 of the pockets. At the most, 3 pockets contain the same number of coins. So let's say you were making pockets. You don't have enough time to sit there and draw an extra pocket unless you're extremely artistic and extremely brilliant at the same time. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you kind of want to label so you know what's going on here, and you want to keep your numbers straight. So I suggest, since coins are like circles, that you kind of go draw circles. Okay, and here's a big, big condition. Please don't forget this, that no 2 coins of the remaining pockets are to contain an equal number of coins. So these 3 at the most must have the same number. If you don't want to do these 3 because the lines weren't big enough, whatever, do the last 3, but just know 3 pockets contain the same number. And if your mind starts getting caught, you can X and go X, same number. You can also draw X's, and the remaining coins all have to be the same. Now, here's where you can go wrong. And this is what you need to pay attention to, because I know my mind has a tendency to think the highest. It just does. I guess because, I'm always thinking about getting more money, I kind of think, well, it needs to be more. But they're telling you they want the least possible number of coins. And let's do this. Cross off A, because if there are 7 pockets and you've got to have the same number here, you can't do that. Because there's 1 here, that's 3. Then you'd have 2 here. Okay, that's 5. And it says they have to have, each pocket has to contain at least 1 coin, so you can't do 0. Okay, so you can do 3 here, and now that's 5, that's 8. And then you can do, 4 here, 7, 9, 12. And you can't do another 1, so this would have to be 5. And so you'd go 9, 12, 14, 16, 17. And there's your answer. Okay, but let's look at it another way, because 17 really is the answer. But let's look at this. Same thing, least amount, you can put slots, and here's your answer. And what's it's doing to you, that if you put the least in the first 3 slots, okay, the rest of it's going to take care of itself. So just do your least here in these 3 slots, and then you have 1, 2, 3. And then the rest dictate that to you, because now you have, okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So that's now 8. And then you have 3 here. That's now 11. And then you have 2 here, that's 13. And then the other part here is 4. So that's your 17. And it said least. It did not say most. So please make sure you distinguish least from the most when you are doing these types of questions. Otherwise, you're going to get something wrong.